Hello vinyl community, how you doing? It's Bill with the Vinylverse. Back again with another Vinyl Grabs video. The last time I did this I hinted that I had some more to show and I was going to wait a couple weeks. So finally I'm here to show the rest of what I've picked up while kind of shut down here. So mostly online purchases, actually all online purchases. But before I start showing that stuff, I wanted to say Steve Carlson, he's back in his home. He's able to receive mail. So if anyone was interested in sending Steve some SCLT to help him kind of get back some of his collection, visit the link down below. There's been a few people that have taken part in putting together a spreadsheet to keep track of both what Steve had in Discogs and his top 100 list. So there's instructions in that spreadsheet. Like I said, the link is down below. This will help curb duplicates and stuff like that. So I'm sure at some point Steve's going to receive duplicates, but this is in place to kind of help with that. So if you want to send a gift to Steve, a record or something, CD, look down in the description below. There's a link, takes you to a spreadsheet with instructions, and you'll see the list of stuff that hasn't been picked up yet for Steve. So take a look at that if you're interested in giving Steve some SCLT. Okay, but recent pickups here. So this first one I had pre-ordered a while ago. It was supposed to come in the beginning of April, and I guess with everything going on around the world, shipping and stuff like that, it just showed up week ago, I think. And that is the new reissue of Gentle Giant, Three Friends. So Gentle Giant has re-released their first 4 albums, replicating all the original artwork. That's really why I wanted this copy of Three Friends, because I wanted the original UK artwork, or European artwork I should say. So yeah, this is brand new 2020 release, and this pressing is wonderful, really great. Plays flawlessly. It's flat as can be, and I'm really happy with it. So I have all the Gentle Giant albums, but I am considering maybe getting a couple of the other reissues, but not just yet. Maybe down the road. But so originally this came out in 1972. Really great Gentle Giant album here. This is their third release, Three Friends, and it's one of their top releases. I'm actually kicking around the idea of doing a Gentle Giant ranking video, so not sure if you're interested in that, but it is something that I think I may do at some point. So 1972, just wonderful, especially side 2 on this album. Side 2 is just killer all the way through. I did notice one little misprint, and I compared to my original US version, and there's just the slightest of typos where they didn't close the parentheses here. Just a typo, I guess. My original US release has the parentheses closed, so not sure how they missed that, but they did. Okay, moving on. So I signed up for Vinyl Me Please so I could pre-order Fiona Apple When the Pawn. that's coming. That's finally getting printed to vinyl, and Vinyl Me Please had pre-orders up, so I signed up for Vinyl Me Please and got on the pre-order for Fiona Apple Win the Pawn. And with my first purchase, I also got this Donald Byrd Fancy Free. If you know Vinyl Me Please, they have these nice kind of Obi type card here. They come with a little information book. So yeah, Donald Byrd Fancy Free. This is originally came out in 1969. Great kind of fusion soul jazz. This is it's really wonderful. Whole bunch of people playing on here. Of course, Donald Byrd on trumpet, Frank Foster on tenor, Lou Tabakin on flute, Julian Priester on trombone, Duke Pearson electric piano, Roland Wilson bass, Jimmy Ponder on guitar, Joe Chambers on drums, Nat Bettis on percussion, and John Robinson on percussion. So a lot of players, but kind of fusiony, soulful. This is kind of following Miles Davis down into that fusion path. What year was this press? 2018. So originally came out in 1969, and then this is 2018 pressing. So I don't plan on sticking with Vinyl Me Please. I really just wanted to get Win the Pawn, but I'm in it right now, and I'm gonna do a month or two or so. See how it goes. See what I can get. So Donald Byrd Fancy Free. Okay. Next is this is Charles Mingus, and this is a music on vinyl pressing. I was actually kicking around the idea of getting the Mobile Fidelity Ultra Disc one-step version of this. And then really John over at the Digital Gramophone convinced me that this music on vinyl pressing is really good. So I decided to save a lot of money and just go with this because I've never had this on record. So definitely happy I picked it up finally. I mean, I've had it on CD for ages, but definitely happy to get it on record. So Mingus, this was Charles Mingus's first, I think this is his first recording on Columbia. So just wonderful, really all-time classic album, a top jazz album in my opinion, and he really plays homage to a lot of different players. So you have the song Goodbye Pork Pie Hat, that's in tribute of Lester Young. Then you have Open Letter to Duke, of course that's in tribute to Duke Ellington. And then the following song, Bird Calls, that's in tribute to Charlie Parker. And then the last song on the album is Jelly Roll, and that's of course in tribute of Jelly Roll Morton. So yes, very happy with this, so thanks for the recommendation, John. And I'm drawing a blank on who did the famous painting here. I'm drawing a blank, but classic painting, classic album cover, classic album. Really, really great. Okay, moving along here. On Impulse, this is Illumination, Elvin Jones and Jimmy Garrison Sextet featuring McCoy Tyner. It was recorded in 1963, and this is a first pressing on Impulse from 1964. It's a first stereo pressing. So, of course, the wonderful package that Impulse provides here. Playing on this album, you have Elvin Jones on drums, Prince Lasha on clarinet and flute, Sonny Simmons on alto sax and English horn, Jimmy Garrison on bass, Charles Davis on baritone sax, and the great McCoy Tyner on piano. Great album. I think, yeah, Elvin Jones and Jimmy Garrison did put out another album on Impulse. I still need to find that one. But this one's very good. This kind of is pushing a little free. Just looking to see if I had any notes written down. This is kind of getting a little freer, but very enjoyable. I really do like it. So Elvin Jones, the great drummer, and Jimmy Garrison, the great double bass player, and McCoy Tyner, all three of the classic John Coltrane quartet. So happy to have this one. Now these next four, Blue Note Records was having a sale at one point, 25% off whatever you bought. So I decided to go buy a couple more Tone Poet releases and then a couple other albums. The first one is Donald Byrd Chant. This is a Tone Poet release of late 2019. But as with all the other Tone Poets, this is just fantastic. Great quality, beautiful package, wonderful pictures. And yeah, it's just a great album here with Donald Byrd on trumpet, Pepper Adams on baritone saxophone, Herbie Hancock on piano, Doug Watkins on bass, and Teddy Robinson on drums. This was recorded in 1969, and it wasn't released until 1979. And then the Tone Poet came out in 2019. Really great. Really like this one. Also, I picked up the Tone Poet of Grant Green, Nigeria. So this is what year was this originally recorded? 1962. It was originally recorded and wasn't released until 1980. And then this came out this year on this Tone Poet Blue Note Tone Poet release. So this is fabulous. This is Grant Green on guitar, Sonny Clark on piano, Sam Jones on bass, and then the great Art Blakey on drums. So there's no reeds or no horns on this at all. So it's just a guitar-led quartet, and it's wonderful. Really great. Really enjoying this one too. Okay, moving along. I also grabbed in that Blue Note sale this 75th anniversary edition of Anthony Williams' Spring. Big Tony Williams fan here, exceptional drummer. And this is his second album on Blue Note as a leader. And it's a quintet of Wayne Shorter on tenor sax, Sam Rivers on tenor sax, Herbie Hancock on piano, Gary Peacock on bass, and then Tony Williams on drums. And it's truly wonderful having a dual tenor sax lead. Having Wayne Shorter and Sam Rivers, makes it really interesting. And it, as you would expect, this is a very percussive album. It's very open, very leading again into that free area, free free moving. It's yeah, it's really great. I really enjoy this one and happy to have picked this up. So that was part of that sale. And the last thing I picked up from that sale was Joe Henderson, Page 1. Joe Henderson, the great tenor saxophone player. This is his first album on Blue Note as a band leader. On here you have Kenny Dorham, of course, Kenny Dorham on trumpet, Joe Henderson on tenor sax, McCoy Tyner on piano, Butch Warren on bass, and Pete LaRocca on drums. And incredible lineup. Interesting thing is McCoy Tyner was not listed on the front credits there for some reason. I think it's because he had moved to Impulse by this point. But he is listed on the back. And this came out originally in 1963, and then this is a 2015 75th anniversary Blue Note release. So this is just wonderful. Joe Henderson is one of my favorite saxophone players. What an original player he is. And the path he took, just incredible. One of my favorites, like I said. So happy to have grabbed this one. And then finally, from my local store, Siren Records, they had posted this on Instagram, and I jumped on it. This is another Blue Note record. It's The Amazing Bud Powell and The Scene Changes. This is known as Volume 5. So this is just a piano trio of Bud Powell on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Art Taylor on drums. This originally was released in 1959, and this is a 1967 repress. So this is on Blue Note, the Blue Note Liberty label there, Liberty Pressing. But fantastic, really sounds great. Really happy to have grabbed this one too. So, The Amazing Bud Powell. Really good stuff. So that's everything that I've picked up recently and wanted to share. So, all right. Once again, well, thanks for watching, first of all. And once again, if anyone is interested in sending Steve Carlson something, CD, record, what have you, check out the link that I put in the description. It takes you to that spreadsheet, and it has instructions on how we can keep track of the duplicates there. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone continues to stay safe, and I hope everyone continues to stay safe and be healthy. Once again, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye now.